JoJo Kemp into the game at running back. Jalen Whitlow's first carry. Whitlow will score. Low snap picked up. George is in. Touchdown, Kentucky. From the 34, here comes pressure. Over the top again, one-on-one. End zone and caught, but out of bounds. DeMarco Robinson.
Further review, the receiver had the ball, foot in bounds, touchdown.
Tight end. 2nd down and 2. Up the middle goes Whitlow and into the end zone for a Kentucky touchdown. Sanders in the backfield. Maxwell Smith wide open. Jonathan George out of the backfield for 48 yards and a Kentucky touchdown. Smith looking to air it out. He's got blue. Javis blue from Maxwell Smith. 1st and goal. Sanders burst up the middle for the Kentucky touchdown. Led a 24-7 after 1 quarter. Maxwell Smith off play action. Post pattern caught perfectly in stride. And taking it the distance, Jeff Badette.
Plays in 5 minutes. Whitlow keeps, throws, touchdown. Alex Montgomery, the first of his career for the true freshman from Weston, Florida.
Fake. Mansour has a lane. Touchdown, Joe Mansour.
And it is a touchdown for the Cats and Raymond Sanders. Whitlow floats it, end zone open, touchdown Kentucky! No stoppage of play. And this time, on the surge, Whitlow right at the goal line, and again now the signal.
Oklahoma, patience.
Great point, Lou. Pass complete. Blue, touchdown, Kentucky! Just inside the 15. That snap was just a tad high. Turning the corner and going in, and toward the end zone is JoJo Kemp. Did he get in? He did.
Easy completion for Whitlow.
Whitlow will run for the first down. And more. Whitlow taken off. Looks like the ankle's okay. One man to beat, and he will go the distance. 88 yards. Jalen Whitlow.
Get it off to Sanders. Sweeping left, cuts downhill to 15, to the 10, spins to the 5, carries a tackler down to the 1, ball pops loose in the end zone, and a scramble for it.
Recovered by a teammate, results in a touchdown.
Oh!
Playing to the strength of this offense right now.
3rd down and goal. Ball to the air, and that's a touchdown. Kemp scores. Whitlow, keeper, and a touchdown. Caught. Borden, the tight end, scores the touchdown.
The dive to the end zone. Touchdown, JoJo Kemp. Handoff. 1st down. Dyshon Mobley, and he rips right through the secondary. On his way to the end zone. And he's going to win the foot race. Play fake. Smith has a man. It's Javis Blue. Touchdown, Kentucky. Trying to get on the board. Play fake. Smith lobs it up toward the end zone. Touchdown.
1st and goal again.
JoJo Kemp this time on the right side, and a big hole and a Kentucky touchdown to start the season. We're in white makeup. 2nd and 3. Big gain straight up the middle, and Braylon Hurd, welcome to Kentucky. 73 yards.
Medium to long, not easy to convert.
And on 3rd and 4, it's a first down and more. Braylon Hurd again. And Hurd is in again. The nation in 3rd down conversion percentage last year. Here's an all-out blitz, and it's perfect for the screen. And Blake Bone is inside the 5 and inside the pylon. Touchdown, Cats. That score came from the grease board.
He's with is the timing in which he's getting rid of the football and the accuracy where he's placing.
First down run, a little bit more. Nice cut to the outside. And touchdown, Michael Horton. Play action again. Tolles gonna scramble, tuck, run, and score.
Kentucky.
You would think that UK defensively still angling for a shutout here, that would be their goal. Out of the backfield, it's fair, and he gets crunched outside the 10. Did he lose the football? Kentucky has it. A chance for a return. I did not hear a whistle. Neither did Khalid Henderson, and he's got a convoy to escort him. Another takeaway for the Cats, and this one taken all the way back. We've got no flags, and the fireworks are up. That one went for 42. On the draw, there's room to the edge. A pylon in the sights of Michael Horton. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Ohio territory. This is the 9th play of the drive. Tolles to throw. Again to the end zone. It's caught at the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. Dorian Baker.
Boom, that's a great hashtag in the front of your name.
2nd down and 7. They're going to run it. There is Boom, and Boom is gone. Yeah, those aren't boos from the crowd. 50.
Fowler picked up. Deep right sideline. Got a man. 25, 20. We got a touchdown, Kentucky. Garrett Johnson, Winter Garden, Florida, 60 yards, and there is a...
Johnson takes a big hit.
Tolles going to keep it up. Got a man wide open for a touchdown. Johnson again. From the 25. They'll flare to him. He's got great speed. But when he cuts back. Sheds a defender. Daylight. 15. 10. Boom goes the dynamite.
They're saying touchdown.
This no huddles kept Vanderbilt defense on the field most of this drive. Over the middle, quick hitter caught. Broken tackle, touchdown, Ryan Timmons, 20 yards. They're going to bunch it up. Let's see what they do. Quarterback sneak.
There it is.
And he got in. Pays off to be 6'5", 240. The 2nd rushing touchdown of the year for the sophomore quarterback out of Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
JoJo Kemp is in for the Wildcat. He takes a snap and he finds his way into the end zone. 7-yard scoring run. Hurd will take the snap. And he waits for the hole to open and knifes his way through for a first down. And Braylon Hurd has a touchdown.
Was able to get the offense going.
JoJo Kemp hands this one off. They're going to reverse it. Tolles wants to throw. Wide open is Timmons. He's got it at the 15. and 6 for Kentucky. Kemp straight ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky. Oh, JoJo. His third of the night.
It has been the passing game that puts him behind the down and distance.
Now they're forced into the passing game on 2nd and 10. Tipped and picked by Dupree. And this place is nuts.
Today, 8 out of 13, 58 yards. Pass caught. Javis Blue flagged down, still on his feet. Javis Blue may take it in. He does.
A couple of flags, so hold on.
Rush for 351 yards. Thomas pass is picked off. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. Josh Forrest into some open field. To the 5. Touchdown, Kentucky. 29 yards on the return.
Just like that.
Running back, where's number 4? Inverted wishbone look, but they will throw it. Touchdown, Kentucky. 4 yards out. Blake Bone with his second touchdown reception of his young Kentucky career. They can get the first down around the 3. Tolles will throw over the middle.
What a
touchdown, Kentucky. Javis Blue with the catch of the year for the Big Blue.
With one hand.
That ball sails and it's picked off. It may go back the other way. Marcus McWilson to the end zone. That'll be a touchdown, Kentucky. 37 yards. Look at Boom go. And boom goes the dynamite. 58 yards.
Playing his backups early.
Zach Jackson and Nelson Adams are also in there.
There we go. Yep, look at that play.
DeMarco Robinson on the missed tackle. No flags. Touchdown, Kentucky. Looked like it was designed all the way. Tolles, touchdown.
13 seniors that make plays for this Mississippi State team.
Tolles deep. Javis Blue, touchdown, Kentucky. Blue for Blue. Quarterback draw. Tolles, touchdown.
Oh, that's going to be 15 yards.
Scrimmage for Georgia. It's Hurd. Powers, goal line. Pay dirt. Touchdown, Kentucky. They ran it. Was not the discipline that he normally is. They'll run it on 2nd down, and Williams is free. Inside the 30-yard line. He'll outrun the Georgia defense. Touchdown, Kentucky. Patrick Tolles. It will be a QB sneak, and Tolles is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. You were at Georgia camp as that pass is thrown, a wide open touchdown to Javis Blue. But just to finish up that point, you were at camp, and I know they're...
Tolles keeps it himself. He's got vision and a touchdown for Kentucky. He saw it unfolding, and Patrick Tolles able to take it in.
2nd and goal. Williams to the middle. Cuts to the outside. Williams to the end zone. and a touchdown off the block punt. Find out the rest of the day. Bolin intercepted. And this is trouble. Kentucky brings it back for the pick six. It's Fred Tiller, 40 yards in the other direction. And that was back in the second quarter and got Louisville going. Hit as he tries to throw it. It is scooped up by Kentucky and Mike Douglas. And Douglas will go all the way. Boone gets the call. Over 100 yards rushing today. Boone bowling his way inside the 5. Staying on his feet for the touchdown, Kentucky.
Patrick Tolles leaves it with Williams, running left, big hole, 25, 30, 40, look out, he's gone! The first play, 20, 10, 5, boom! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, that didn't take long, Tom.
75 yards.
Tolles with time, has a receiver open, it's caught by Garrett Johnson, and a touchdown for Kentucky.
Let's see if they come, they do. Cats pick it up. Nice block by Kemp. He floats it down the near side. He's got Bedeck. Pulled down. Touchdown! Kentucky! It was Brown who pulled him down.
Tolles, end zone, touchdown, Blake Boone.
Tolles gets it straight ahead to Horton. Veers right at the 10. Gets a good block across the 5. Touchdown! Kentucky! He ran through a tackle at the 3-yard line.
Worthy, he just...
Here's Horton again. Touchdown, Kentucky. He walked in that time. Here comes the Beef. Stepping outside, JoJo. So the Beef did the job, Jesse. Little guy slid it in.
It's just how you draw it up, right?
They are going to throw. Cole's got to get there. Dive for the end zone, and the big fella scores. But watch him elude these first two defenders. Shoot. Hello, end zone. What a lovely... Tolles, middle, touchdown! Kentucky leads. C.J. Conrad with his first touchdown reception at Kentucky. End zone, touchdown, Dorian Baker.
A push from Tolles. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Kentucky. Fishing threat, but just enough to keep the defense honest. Across the middle of the field, a diving try, and it's a Kentucky touchdown. Jeff Bedeck pulls it in. Running outside, picks up a block, and he's in.
2. Tolles looks. He throws it for Baker. Did he get it? Touchdown! Kentucky! Fake to Kemp. Quick throw near side. It's Baker. He's hit at the 1. He fights. Touchdown! Kentucky! 2.
Second and goal. They give it to Williams again. And he's in. Touchdown. Behind Tolles. Delayed handoff. Williams picking his way through. Williams down to about the 2. Now the ball comes out. He stretched forward. And one official says touchdown. You're right. Can't make a mistake. Another hit behind the line. The effort from Horton. Now the ball was sort of bobbling there, but I think he got it over the plane, and the officials agree. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Up underneath his center. Going to keep it drive behind him for the end zone. And let's see if there's a signal. Not yet. They're saying that he is just short. He got him behind Toth.
Runner crossed the goal line with the ball in his possession. Touchdown.
Wow. All right.
9. Ball's lost, loose, picked up by Kentucky. A live ball, picked up by Johnson. Johnson in a foot race, one man to beat. Touchdown, no flags, no flags. Corey Johnson from Columbia, South Carolina, a 300-pounder, took the turnover the other way. Who had him as the first to score? Stretch across the end zone. Touchdown, Toes. I almost called that too quickly. He had it if he had kept going to the angle, and he turned it up. He wanted a little contact. Play action. Garrett Johnson headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. 39 yards. The Wildcats strike back.
Second and goal. Barker. Reach, touchdown, Ryan Timmons. 7-yard scoring strike. Drew Barker, instant impact. Kemp again. Lowers his head. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Boom Williams did the heavy lifting.
Read option look. And into the end zone, it's JoJo Kemp for a Wildcat touchdown. Jacob Hyde, the big tackle in there, is the lead blocker, and it's going to lead to a Wildcat touchdown. In his first start as a Wildcat, hands it up the middle, and that is 6. Talk about sudden change.
He's a go-getter now. He stays on the hustle. He's got a lot going on. He's done a great job at Arkansas.
Speaking of hustling, there goes Boom Williams. Touchdown, Wildcats. 53 yards up the gut. That answer coming up in just a bit. And how about another answer? Is that JoJo Kemp again? Oh! 47 yards.
Those are some big bodies that you're rolling there at defensive line, and they're making plays 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Barton had to check it down, and that's picked, and it's going to be 6. Mike Edwards. Drew Barker's still in there. And there's another huge hole. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Zaheem King.
Mr. Horton, your tailback. Barker keeps it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Off tackle. Williams to the end zone. Give him 6. For Louisville. Bowen scrambling for time. That one is picked off. This one could go to the house. Josh Forrest. 81 yards. There are no flags.
On 2nd and 7. Barker finds Jeff Badette. Badette's got great speed. Open sesame! 72 yards. Barker to Badette, and Kentucky's on the board.
Everything is, there's no wasted time for these athletes, and they're able to perform at a high level.
Barker escapes trouble, completes to Garrett Johnson. Johnson with a pass to the end zone, and he's in. K'Wan Ross, bottom of your screen, wearing 19. Ross is wide open in the end zone, and he hauls it in for the score.
Choose a play.
Barker, downfield, receiver open, it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Garrett Johnson with his second TD grab of the game. This one for 53 yards. JoJo Kemp instead straight ahead. Another touchdown for Kentucky. And what a tour de force offensively in this opening half.
Meridians. And he is going to shove his way. There it is. Yep. Touchdown.
Seen some action here for Kentucky. 3 and out the first time. Inside handoff, and he goes around the right side to Stanley. Boom Williams, and he's going to try to hit the home run all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quickly, Johnson rolls right, throws out of the backfield, and he's got a tight end, C.J. Conrad, who's still in bounds, and he could go the distance. Conrad's first catch of the year to the house. Johnson to Conrad, to the end zone. Touchdown. Snell straight ahead, bangs into his own man, dives to the end zone. Touchdown. Cat formation, Benny Snell takes the snap, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. On a 2nd and 15 play, Steven Johnson, jailbreak from the Aggies. And across the middle is Conrad again. Can he find the end zone? He does! No numbers. Snell straight ahead, his second touchdown of the day. Snap it at the 4, keep it himself, try the right side, bounce off of some Aggies, carry the power into the end zone. 6 punts for a 40-yard average today for Peyton Theisler. He punts it back to Charles Walker. Walker at the 36. He's got some space inside the 50. He could take it all the way. Charles Walker, 74 yards, touchdown.
This time they gave it to him decisively. 25-20, cuts to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Boom, Williams. 5. Touchdown as he walks in after shedding the tackle. What a future. Oh, mercy.
At formation, he has 15 career touchdowns. Many of them out of this formation. You can add one more to his total from 4 yards out in a fantastic opening drive for Johnson will keep it himself and stroll into the end zone untouched.
Might want to get back to it or run a little bit more of. It's been prolific for them. Little double reverse. Johnson looking to throw, has a man open. Got it. Touchdown, Badet. A little sleight of hand by the Wildcats. Want to take a sack. They're 4 of 12. Now third down in a gaping hole. Snell, touchdown, Wildcats. Johnson taking a shot deep. Got a man. Caught. Beatty. Touchdown. Badet with the score. For Mississippi State. Fitzgerald. Picked off. Room service. Touchdown, Kentucky. Boom Williams first down and more past midfield. Boom's got a hole and he is gone. Touchdown Kentucky, 60 yards. Stanley no more. Crossing routes, deep ball. Johnson lays it up and lays it out for Jeff Badet. Touchdown Kentucky, 65-yard strike.
What a
Snell on first and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky. Pressure coming. Johnson pushes it off. And room here for Boom Williams. Touchdown, Kentucky.
13-yard catch and run for Boom. Month of November in first place in the SEC East. To finish this one off, and they turn to Benny Snell to do so. First play of the fourth quarter is a touchdown splash for Snell.
Once again, here comes the freshman. Powering, pulling, touchdown Kentucky. His 9th touchdown of the season. Hellcat. Williams will stay in. There he comes, stepping to the left. Touchdown Kentucky. Expect Snell to run, and he does. And he powers his way toward the goal line. No signal.
The snap.
Touchdown.
Johnson and Benny Snell were open on that play, and then, of course, Boom Williams takes it to that.
Boom Williams, Monroe, George Walton Academy, Monroe, Georgia.
An elbow injury at the end of last season. JoJo Kemp this time. JoJo Kemp, the closer, takes it right up the hash mark. Kemp in a foot race. He's inside the 20, the 10, and he is in. Touchdown Kentucky on a JoJo Kemp 71-yard sprint. The guy's getting better. That guy's going to get better each and every game. Here's King again. He's got the sideline, and he cuts it back into the 5. Spins his way into the end zone. Touchdown Kentucky on a tough 24-yard run by Shaheem King. Johnson cuts it back, and he is in. Touchdown on a Steven Johnson scramble. Caps an 8-play drive.
Johnson hands off. This will get some real estate back to the 20, and first down yardage and then some. Touchdown, Benny Snell. 14-yard line. Play action for Johnson. Oh, has a man wide open and a leaping catch for the touchdown, Conrad.
Wait for Johnson. Play fake. Blitz coming. Kentucky picks it up. He's throwing deep. Got a man wide open. Touchdown! Kentucky!
Running backs, too.
Again out of the Wildcat. And this time daylight on the near side at the 10, at the 5. Dragging defenders into the end zone. A touchdown. Williams from 25 yards out. Snell will keep it straight ahead, running big hole. 40, 30, foot race at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Kentucky, 48 yards. A great block by Conrad. With a goal line stand that'll be remembered for a long time in Baton Rouge. Here's a long run coming from JoJo Kemp, the senior. Touchdown, Kentucky. JoJo Kemp on senior day. Picking his way through tacklers and diving for the end zone. Another touchdown for the senior.
Throw it around scheme to a run-based scheme. Johnson under pressure. He wants to air it out on first down. Garrett Johnson. Touchdown Kentucky, 75 yards. Williams. Inside the 20, the 10-5. Boom, touchdown. What a burst.
Because that ball was in the stands. I don't disagree with you there.
This one is launched and caught by Johnson. Garrett Johnson, after a 75-yard touchdown, now has one of 63. And Snell. And Snell has the first down and more. Touchdown, Kentucky. Johnson wants it all. Touchdown! Dorian Baker. Of all the easy balls that he has dropped, then he makes this catch.
Johnson with man coverage into the end zone. Caught! Baker with the grab. Wow! 4:10 to go. Steven Johnson on his feet.
Still alive. Johnson tiptoes, lunging. Touchdown, Kentucky. What an effort.
Door trying for the game's first points. Steven Johnson, a QB draw. Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. First catch of the career for Cleveland. Thomas. Slot. Reception. Touchdown for C.J. Conrad. 23 yards for Kentucky. His second big catch. Mesh play. Griggs lost it. Dislodged. Picked up by Ware. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Denzel Ware. Scoop and score.
He's 23-yard line after the 27-yard throw. Johnson across the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. It's C.J. Conrad again. 3 more on that last play, and now it's Snell. Breaking tackles inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. It's 3rd and 6. Johnson is going to run for the first down and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Is 13th play of the drive for Kentucky. They'll empty Johnson out. Snell in the Wildcat. Straight ahead. Motors his way to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kentucky from Benny Snell Jr. High snap again. Got it, and he's got to score. Benny Snell with his second touchdown run of the night. Snell. Not open to go to the end zone. Caught. Blake Bone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
In a score.
Corner end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Juice Johnson.
Throwing windows underneath.
Hot pass Conrad. The tight end to the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Over the middle, pass is caught. That'll be a Kentucky touch. Wide open back of the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That one goes to Richard. Now Benny Snell cuts it back. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Kentucky. 12 yards out.
And again, Missouri's in the neutral zone. Free play, and it's caught. That's Blake Bone in the end zone. Touchdown, Cats. Standing next to Steven. And Benny hits the hole, and he's wide open and has plenty of daylight inside the 30. Eludes the tackler, tiptoes the sideline. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Kentucky. 6. Straight ahead, Snell. Forget about it. Easy touchdown.
Well, Arian Foster at the end of it, low bow.
Johnson has plenty of time, and he's got a wide open receiver. It's Juice, and he's loose inside the 20. He's in the end zone. Juice Johnson puts Kentucky back on top.
How do you get the nickname Juice?
Johnson with time is going to roll out, run for the first down, and run out of bounds inside the 5. He fumbles the football.
Snell has it, and he is in. 6-yard touchdown run for Benny Snell Jr. Loaded up with 3 tight ends. Snell will try to take it himself, and he barrels his way in. Second touchdown of the night for Benny Snell Jr. Coming to the backfield. Snell straight ahead, bowls his way in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Johnson takes it himself, looking for a first down and a touchdown! He dives in from 11 yards out, and Kentucky's back in
Benny Snell off the right side. Gets his nose across the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's his 10th rushing touchdown. Snell in the Wildcat. Working the right side. His second touchdown today.
Who can get loose into the secondary?
Over the middle, Conrad wide open. Nobody's there. Touchdown, Kentucky, 46 yards. In the Wildcat, Snell cuts it back. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Kentucky, terrific field position at the Vandy 22. And there's number 22, Sci-Fi. Saheem King, touchdown.
Well, what a compliment he is.
Snell spins around, stays on his feet, and goes to the end zone. And here it is. Nobody in school history with more rushing touchdowns than this man, and he's a sophomore.
He's got a lot of football left.
Hand off to King, straight ahead, and touchdown, Kentucky. Nobody touched him. He just ran up the middle like a drill in practice, straight into the end zone.
And now playing the quarterback position, waiting for blocks in front of him patiently. Good night. C.J. Conrad, his buddy in front.
He got him close. He got him in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
What a drive.
For this first and goal play. Snell, straight ahead, power running, extra effort, still on his feet.
Wow.
This will be his football team. He's got his hands on his hips. He's still taking the football, and he's taking it into the end zone.
Love it. Love it. He's earned my respect. He's had it a long time ago. I think I have even more of it.
Touchdowns, a record at Kentucky in only 2 seasons. And here he goes for number 32. The Kentucky Wildcats strike first.
Up in the corner here.
Instead, Steven will keep it himself. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And the defense able to get them blitz coming right now.
Johnson on a design quarterback keeper has daylight. And he lowers the shoulder. Touchdown. Stephen Johnson.
A.J. Rose is the back on first down. Rose breaks a tackle. A.J. Rose down the sideline. Touchdown, Kentucky. Back on the ground, Benny Snell Jr. with a hole. Benny Snell Jr. bursts free. A bowling ball. He scores his... Hoke. Pressured up the middle and gets it to Bouvier.
To Wilson.
Here we go. Snell fakes it to Wilson. Keeps it off the left side. Dives for the pylon. And head up the middle. A.J. Rose looking for his second touchdown on the set. Wilson leaves the pocket. Throws off his back foot. End zone! Touchdown, Kentucky! David Bouvier. A 29-yard touchdown reception. And on the flip fake, Terry Wilson's going to take it to the edge and in. Kentucky back in front on a 24-yard run by Terry Wilson. Play action. Wilson lets it go. Bowden gets deep. Got it! Touchdown, Kentucky! 54 yards to silence a crowd in the swamp.
Work the sideline here.
Frank steps up. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. And they catch a break. 4 seconds left. Mark Stoops is saying it was a fumble. They have now whistled it dead, and they will get it down to the goal line. And now the line judge says touchdown, Kentucky.
Unbelievable!
Gain, first and goal. Snell, touchdown, Cats. Snell right here, possibly. Benny's got it. Benny pushing forward, and Benny is in. Touchdown, Kentucky. For the Cats on the takeaway, and into the belly of Benny. Snell breaking free inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Happened here tonight.
182 yards rushing and Snell to it.
Unbelievable.
Benny Snell, his 4th touchdown of the night. But as they like to say in the Commonwealth, Snell, yeah.
3 receivers to the top. Wilson keeps it, and he's in. With Benny Snell, the decoy, Kentucky gets its first touchdown. South Carolina shows pressure. They rush 5. Rose runs right by him. Rose to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. 6th play of the drive. Benny Snell spins, and Benny Snell's in.
Mack is 6'1", 320. They flip it to Lynn Bowden with some running room. He can fly inside the 20, inside the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. 54. A&M leading.
Wow, almost fumbled that snap.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Mond lost the football. It got batted away. Kentucky has it. It's Darius West. And the undefeated season is still alive and thriving in the Commonwealth.
Now, to the air, to the end zone. Lynn Bowden with a touchdown catch. The first red zone touchdown pass of the season for the Cats. Snell, smell you later. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Field and 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Tony, another great one as Bowden fields it at the 35-yard line. And here he goes again inside the 40. Forget it. Lynn Bowden puts Kentucky right back in the game. Wilson will throw. End zone. Touchdown. C.J. Conrad. Kentucky, with one of the more improbable wins, beats Missouri 15-14.
It's our only scoring drive in the second quarter. Snell will take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky at last.
Offensive coordinator Eddie Graham told us they weren't going to let him do. Got a wheel route.
After all, Rose somehow holds it in. Rose goes rolling. He is in. Touchdown. A.J. Rose with the juggling TD catch and run for the Cats.
Game unbelievable for Kentucky. Wilson near the end zone, and it is. Let's wait for it. Caught. Conrad. Touchdown.
Still has some time. Down the middle, little high, and it's intercepted. Kentucky going the other way with it. That's Mike Edwards down the sideline. Edwards 30-25, gets a block to the 5. One more time at the plate. Touchdown, Snell and Kentucky. His 43rd career rush touchdown.
Tight ends involved.
Wilson, he's got some room if he wants it. He'll throw to the end zone instead. Caught, touchdown, C.J. Conrad. There is Wilson, who backed up as if to receive a pass, but Snell showing that patience, reaching for the goal line. There is career touchdown number 44 for Benny.
All games.
Direct snap to Benny Snell. He keeps it. Benny Snell is in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Wilson will keep it, try to get to the outside, step inside, dive for the goal line, and he is marked down. Then everybody expects Snell's going to get the ball.
The call on the field is reversed to a touchdown.
Instead, it's Wilson for 6. Second down, Snell. Another broken tackle, and there goes Benny Snell. Picks up a block and scores for the second time tonight. He was a great receiver at UK. Wilson looking long, now pulls it down, now goes deep again, all alone, it's Bowden. 4 scores and 4 drives for the boys in blue.
An inside position.
Does he want it? Yes! Bowden, foot down, touchdown, Kentucky.
Always in the right place.
Wilson to throw on 3rd and long. He's thinking end zone. What a throw, and reeled in by Josh Ali. Oh, Terry Wilson over the top. 32 beautiful yards. James the backup, but the job has been Terry's all year. Big hole on this run, and there goes A.J. Rose with game-breaking speed. A.J. Rose with a sideline hug and a Kentucky touchdown.
Bowl practices.
4th and 2, there is Kavosi Smoke, leaving behind a trail. Inside the 5, he's in. 37 yards, and Kavosi Smoke, the freshman, is on the board.
And now from the end zone, the punt with Lynn Bowden near the midfield line. Backs up a little bit. He's got some room to return this one. And very dangerous in the open field. What a move. Bowden trying to get to that corner. He does. To the 10. Touchdown. Near the goal line. Wilson hands it off. Snell to the left side. Benny Snell, touchdown. Get it. Here he goes. Benny Snell straight ahead. He's got the record and the touchdown. You can only imagine what was going through his head at that moment. The history of Kentucky football. There's your all-time leading rusher.
Rodriguez in the Wildcat. Straight ahead to the goal line. Lost the football. Recovered by the Cats in the end zone. And that's a touchdown for Justin Rigg. Side the 10. Back to him, straight up the middle, this time diving towards the end zone. Touchdown. Second and 12, that's a 2-yard loss from Rose. Wilson, deep ball, touchdown. That's Bryce Oliver fighting with defenders. 32 yards. Handoff this time around the edge. And near the goal line, touchdown. It's Kavosi Smoke for 40 yards. Wilson to Ali. He made that catch. Touchdown.
From the 8. It's Rose. Straight ahead. Rose finds pay dirt. Touchdown, Kentucky. Take 2 on 1st and 10. Oh, great jump cut to the outside. 15, 10, 5. Diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Kavosi Smoke. Fake it to Rose. Wilson can walk in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Looking to the left, and he's
Going down the sideline, right on target. Penalty flag doesn't matter. Wagner to the house for the score from 54 yards.
I mean, the DB has the right to be in that area just as much as the receiver.
He was looking at the receiver. How about the other side? Bowden, no PI there, but a touchdown. Lynn Bowden. So how about 2 touchdown passes
after a penalty? Here's some Florida pressure. Smith gets it away. Ahmad Wagner couldn't pull it down. There's a penalty marker. Touchdown. He's nasty and he talks trash. He'll let you hear about it. 2nd down and goal. Under center was Smith. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kentucky. Red zone situation. This is similar to the area where Smith threw the interception the last time down the field. Up 4, looking for more. Smith lofts one, back shoulder, it is caught. Touchdown. Keaton Upshaw beats Brad Stewart for the score.
Smoke into the end zone, and Kentucky gets its first touchdown.
1st and goal. Rodriguez pushes his way in. First touchdown of his career for the freshman from McDonough. Little option look. Bowden will take it himself. Touchdown, Kentucky. He wants to. Looking end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland Thomas.
All those reads between the tackles.
They bring an extra man. Bowden's going to try to run with it. He's got room on the edge and a great block down there. Bowden into the end zone. Cats back in front on a 24-yard run. Big on the goal line now. Straight ahead and a leap. He's in. Touchdown, Cavassier Smoke. Different these quarterbacks are. Completely different plan depending on who's in. The run game produces. It's A.J. Rose and a Kentucky touchdown from 20 yards out.
I'd look in his direction.
Bowden inside the 5, stretches to the goal line. He is in, and Kentucky pushes another one across thanks to the fumble. Here. Bowden has room, no safety, blocking on the edge. He's going to do it again. Lynn Bowden Jr. with a night to remember, a 33-yard rainy run to extend the Kentucky lead. Wildcat as Bowden splits out. This is Rose to take the snap. And Rose pushes towards the goal line, and he is in. The 3rd Cat to take a snap in this 1st quarter, and Kentucky takes an early lead on a dominating opening drive. They take 7. Smoke and Rodriguez are the tailbacks. Here's Cavassier Smoke. He breaks free. Pass to Cavassier. Touchdown, Kentucky from 22 yards out.
Inside the 3. And Bowden is going to push in Smoke into the end zone. Touchdown.
Fumble return for a touchdown. They've been able to move the football.
Rodriguez, look at that hole. Chris, end zone, touchdown. 13th play of the drive. Bowden lobs one, caught. Ali off the carom.
First and goal. Bowden might as well walk it in.
A baller. Have you guys seen him take off on the ground? I mean, he is up there when it comes to the conference and rushing.
How about Christopher Rodriguez taking off? Best career game for Rodriguez and a touchdown.
Ball sits at the 19. Another bad snap. It sails into the end zone. And this might be a touchdown. It is. Backus just gave up on the football, and it results in 6 for the Wildcats. What in the world?
But like you mentioned, Texas coaches said, hey, coach, whatever you need, I will give you.
Big run. A.J. Rose breaks a tackle. It's a race to the goal line, and he will make it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. 6th penalty. Bowden just takes it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. On with Lynn Bowden Jr. Lynn will keep it himself. He'll have the first down. Still driving to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
To adjust yet, though, I mean, until he doesn't play.
Touchdown, Kentucky. Chris Rodriguez.
For sure.
He'll hand it off to Tisdale, who's into the end zone. Big hole off the right side. Tyler Marcray to the end zone. 45
at the Louisville 4. A.J. Rose straight ahead. Touchdown. Something like that. First and goal outside the 5. 10 plays, 10 runs, and another touchdown.
Matchup, really, when you think about it. 16 wins for Kentucky and 15 for Louisville.
Takes it out of Rose's belly at the last second and then just takes over. Bowden inside the 30, cuts it back. Staying on his feet, touchdown.
Did we mention Lynn Bowden?
And it's Bowden keeping it himself with open space all the way to the end zone. Another one. He did that against the Kentucky Wildcats here in Lexington a couple of years ago. Chris Rodriguez trying to hit the home run ball. They won't catch him. 64 yards. Kentucky is gashing Louisville. Play clock. And Rodriguez gets the block for Bowden, and Bowden to the house again.
Bowden. Big hole up the middle. Bowden with the burst. Touchdown, Kentucky. Left. And now we'll go in motion. They'll fake it to him. Rodriguez up the gut. Touchdown, Kentucky. All eyes on Bowden. They use him as a decoy for the score.
This one is late.
Looking for space, and he finds it. Good block upfield, springing Bowden. The cutback inside the 10, another broken tackle, and Lynn Bowden hits pay dirt. 61 yards to the house. Four-man rush. They're going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Run it all day. Chuck it for the tying score.
Unbelievable. Top defenses in the country regardless, and that comes down to great coaching.
Hooker, they'll throw it underneath, and here come the laterals. Back to Hooker, and the ball is out. And Kentucky's got it. And they will take it the other way. Scooped up by Jordan Wright.
What a finish.
The scoop and score to end it after Brandon Eccles knocked it loose. A monster game for Lynn Bowden, 233 yards rushing, but it was the late touchdown pass to Josh Ali. 15 yards that got them the lead, and their defense puts the capper on it, and the Cats win the Belk Bowl.
Smoke down the line, and Cavassier Smoke inside the 5 and inside the pylon. A 35-yard touchdown run, and Kentucky's on the board early. They bring the backers. It is caught. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Wilson behind Smoke to the end zone. Touchdown. And they tried this. They try it again, and Rose moving the pile to the goal line. Touchdown. And it is Wilson keeping himself. First down. Touchdown. Touchdown. Terry Wilson does it again.
An easy entry for these running backs.
On 3rd and 1, it's Rodriguez to the end zone. Touchdown. Rodriguez on the direct snap. Touchdown, Kentucky. Kentucky has it at the 10. Wilson on a 1st and goal. Tries the right side. Touchdown.
Attempts for Terry Wilson tonight after 22 last week.
Touchdown, Terry Wilson. He's able to put it into the end zone, and Keaton Upshaw, a 12-yard strike. Rodriguez over the left side and in. Touchdown, Kentucky. 3rd touchdown of the season for Rodriguez. Play clock at 2. 3-man rush. They get to him, and it's intercepted. Pick 6, Kentucky. The Wildcats with another pick, and Jordan Wright returns this one the short way.
Get you like they did last week.
You saw Kennedy, the center, pointing out to Jamin Davis right before the snap. Garantano to the edge, picked off! Intercepted by Kentucky, and a free run. Lots of green for Kelvin Joseph. His 2nd pick in as many games, and a pick 6 puts the Cats on the board. A 1st down, Garantano intercepted again. Jamin Davis finds the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him unless it's Garantano. And he's got blockers in front. Davis will stumble into the end zone. A 75-yard interception return for Kentucky. Wow. To the left, or at least a tackle on that side. Wilson going to throw. Man coverage. Caught. Touchdown, Kentucky. Allen Daly with a shove of Bryce Thompson to get a little bit of room, and that's all they needed. In the center, pointing out the changes. Rodriguez again. And he slides in for a Kentucky touchdown. 2-yard plunge for Chris Rodriguez.
Started the game, was replaced by Joey Gatewood for a couple of series. Now he's back in here, taking a shot to the end zone, has a man, he's got it. It is a touchdown to Josh Ali. 26
guys threw a load.
Wilson going up top, caught,
Touchdown, Kentucky. Justin Rigg, the tight end. First down and 10. Wilson trying to get the corner. He does. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown. Terry Wilson.
24 plays total in the second half.
Wilson over the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. Keep no show. And Terry Wilson is on fire today. Another Wildcat snap to Rodriguez. Just lowers his head and says, I'll take this. Thank you very much. There is a flag on the play. But that does not look good for the guy that's just been there. Their catalyst on offense. Big hole here. Speaking of catalyst, Chris Rodriguez in the open field. Can he get to the end zone? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Daly in motion. Wilson into the end zone. Touchdown, Upshaw. What a grab in traffic.
Out of the shotgun, Rodriguez powers his way in, and Kentucky gets to score. Just took one play longer.
Wilson stared down the middle of the field and came to his tight end late.
Here's Rose, stiff arm, in, touchdown, Kentucky from 8 yards out.
Don't get it here, but South Carolina's got to come up with a stop. It's going to be Wildcat.
Rodriguez behind that line and into the end zone. 2-yard plunge, Chris Rodriguez, second touchdown of the night. Wilson takes it himself, and he will waltz in. The senior with a touchdown run on senior night to extend the lead. Chris Rodriguez Jr. in a tailback. He's got some fresh legs, and there he goes! Rodriguez on the first play with nothing but green. 79 yards.
41% of the time, almost a quarter of the possession's empty. But not this one. Rodriguez in for the first touchdown of this Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Will be the new OC next season. Rodriguez, he can take this to El Dorado.
Coordinator Liam Cohen for the call. And Levis will throw. Drifts back, throws to the end zone. Wide open, Wandale Robinson. About to us the other day. Here's play action. Regardless of what his interests are, he has a cannon for an arm, and wide open is Josh Ali. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It's been a standard setter, according to the coaches.
Second and goal, touchdown, Kentucky. Chris Rodriguez. Stands tall, strike, end zone, touchdown, Wandale Robinson. Levis, end zone, touchdown, Brendan Bates. Drennan. Touchdown, Kentucky. Off the field in the red zone last week against Central Michigan. Levis on 3rd and 5. Finds Rodriguez. Touchdown, Kentucky. Ali and Epps to the top of your screen. Rodriguez in the backfield. Chris straight ahead. Touchdown.
Formation at the top of your screen.
Instead, a muddy pocket. Levis keeps it himself. Touchdown.
31 yards for Rodriguez. Now they're on the doorstep. Back to him. Touchdown. Setting it up at the 8 for Rodriguez. Too easy, but he drops it at the end. It's called a touchdown on the field.
At 9 for 9 this year in the red zone. First down and 10. They could still get another first down at the 1-yard line. It'll end around. It's Ali to the corner, and Ali is in for the score. First rush they ask him to do. 7th play of the drive. Levis cocks and fires. Wide open touchdown. Isaiah Epps. 20 yards and a Wildcat score.
Instead of a quarterback.
7th play of the drive. On play action. Levis. Nice pocket form. Wide open target. Touchdown. It's the tight end. Isaiah Cummings. 31 yards and
to take hold of this game to get the win.
On play action, Copeland gets hammered, lofts it up there, and it's picked off by Kentucky at the 5. That's Asian. Asian, the safety with a convoy down the sideline. Foot race. Touchdown, Kentucky. 95 yards.
Smoke in the backfield. Levis to Smoke. Left side, breaks the tackle, pass to Cavassier, touchdown Wildcats.
A lot for this offense so far.
Wide receiver screen. The first time Wandale Robinson's got his hands on the football. And he's a difference maker. Robinson breaking tackles. Let's go. Touchdown.
They're playing with effort and discipline and technique.
Christian from 48. It's blocked. Kentucky makes a play on special teams. Now they're ripping off a return. 78 yards. Touchdown. Mark Graham on the return. Rodriguez has the end zone. Touchdown. Snap here. To throw. End zone. Touchdown. Chris Rodriguez Jr. Cavassier Smoke now in a tailback. Play action. Levis up balance. Touchdown. Wandale Robinson. Second and goal. QB sneak. No signal, and Levis stopped short, I suppose. In! Touchdown! Kentucky! Levis will keep it. Touchdown, Kentucky. The pressure. He said, listen, I'm from this state. I know how important it is to win at LSU. Wide open. Jaton McClain. Kentucky piling it on.
Incentivized to open up more and more of their life on social media.
That hole opened up for Rodriguez. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And they fake the end around and they lob it to a wide open Justin Rigg, the tight end, for the touchdown. Second play of the drive.
The short toss to Robinson, and he got in. Touchdown, Kentucky. The Georgia defense was out there inciting the crowd, and they wanted to keep.
Josh Ali back from injury, set to return. Kentucky came after it. Ali will have some space. Trying to find the edge. Outside the hash. Now straight upfield. Josh Ali's got a convoy in front. He's got the sideline. He is gone. 73-yard punt return for a score for Josh Ali. Levis fires, caught. Kentucky touchdown, back to DeMarcus Harris.
Continues to go from the shotgun. He'll spend a lot of time under center as well. Cavassier smoke the delay and reaches for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Levis throw to the outside and came all the way back. A big play.
He'll speed up the tempo. Levis leaping in the air towards the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. Levis goes airborne from 8 yards out for the score. Defensive lineman. They'll bring a tight end into the backfield. Levis on the rollout. Touchdown, Wildcats. Justin Wade.
Running it today's much angry runner today.
A flag is down, and the arms are raised, and touchdown, Kentucky.
Offside. Defense. Penalties decline. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Two tight end set. Levis on second down, slings it for Robinson, caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. The fake to McClain, and the throw inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Kentucky. It's Isaiah Cummings.
Two tight ends, first and goal. Chris Rodriguez, no play action. Wan'Dale Robinson holds on for a touchdown. Kentucky on the move, first and 10 in Vandy territory. Levis, perfect so far, going deep. The catch is made. A flag is down. It's a touchdown. Isaiah Cummings brought it in. That might be the football equivalent of
message to the players, to the recruits. This is what we're building.
Seals intercepted. And this is going to be a pick six for Jalen Geiger. Here's Rodriguez breaking a tackle, and he's in. 6th rushing touchdown of the season for Chris Rodriguez, who's now just 8 yards away from the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
So reliable each game with those 21 consecutive games with a catch. Nice fake, Justin Rigg, the super senior. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Take it right off the punter's foot.
Mexico State then throws a telegraph pick. That is Quandre Mosley, pick 6. Quandre Mosley, touchdown. So down at the 6, Rodriguez, touchdown, Kentucky.
Cohen or Will Levis, frankly. Wan'Dale Robinson's in this lineup.
Levis under pressure but gets rid of it, and it's Josh Ali back in the end zone.
Another 3 or 4 yards.
Inside the 3, now he'll throw. Into the end zone, and it's another Justin Rigg touchdown. That's 2, he says. 3rd and 4 for Levis here, standing tall, throws a good ball for a first down. Ali makes the man miss, and he's going to take it to the house. Josh Ali with his 2nd touchdown of the day. 62 yards.
Walking down their numbers. That's impressive.
Career high in reception yards, too. Here's Smoke trying to get loose. Cavassier, touchdown.
Quick to under center.
Quick under center, wants to throw again. Instead, takes off to the end zone. It is a touchdown, but a flag is down in the back of the end zone.
Drive of the game. Levis, design draw. Inside the 20, to the 10, he'll score! And Mark, for the 7th time in 12 games this season, Kentucky scores a touchdown. Levis, design draw. It's a block from Rodriguez and walks in.
Throwing the L's down.
Levis. Yep. Now he'll run it. And he'll score again. That's touchdown number 3 on the ground for Will Levis.
Down in the game.
You called it, Mark. Will he get the push? He does. That's number 4 on the day for Will Levis. And he lets everybody know about it.
Well, if he keeps this up, he's going to have to stop counting with both hands.
First and goal from the 2. Rodriguez. He'll score easily.
And Will Levis. And then Wan'Dale Robinson can come back as well.
Smoke's going to score.
And Cavassier Smoke can come back. Chris Rodriguez can come back. I mean, when you look in terms of offensive weapons, this Kentucky, you see him on the sideline. There's very few guys sitting over on the bench not paying attention. They're all pulling for their guys.
That's
How about
right.
that?
That's Lavelle Wright. He's going to score.
And that's why you get excited. You get excited for your...
Another pass play. Levis looking, throwing, dumping it off. Rodriguez into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Possession. First and goal from the 6. Robinson hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky in front. Iowa almost had him at the 10-yard line.
Working on their connection after practice yesterday, so some extra time there.
Levis, touchdown to the tight end, Brendan Bates.
Well, he used timeouts effectively, and he put his team in a chance to put points on the board, and they did just that.
And as this game remains competitive, it'll be another test for Will Levis. 3-point game as we start the second half, and it could be a big return for Kentucky. This is Berrien Brown, the speedster down the sideline. Brown! Touchdown, Kentucky! No flags. Short field, no question. Opportunistic is something that they can do a good job of this year, and they'll do a good job getting a touchdown here. Chauncey Magwood, his first reception of staggered eye. Levis looking to throw, missiles one, complete, touchdown, Dane Key. Talk about threading the needle.
That went into Florida territory. Rides the play action, has plenty of time to crank it up and go downfield and
into the end zone for a touchdown to the freshman Dane Key. Will Levis, how about that? Inside the 1 yard line, Levis surges ahead. And that's a Kentucky touchdown. Raise your hands, Jordan Wright. Empty look for Richardson. Oh, that is danger! Oh my! Keidron Smith cuts inside, and he's gonna pick six it in the swamp. Cat scratch fever Smith.
Quarterback keeper Levis will just take it himself and finish off that drive, and Kentucky is on the board. Levis to throw. Quick hitter to the inside, and it's caught. The Cats will try to throw it again to the end zone. This time it's caught. Touchdown, Cats. Chris Lewis with the touchdown reception in the corner of the end zone. Here's Smoke, kicks it to the outside, races to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Protecting his body. Levis to the air, they'll set up the tunnel screen. There's an opening, and Brown finds the end zone. Marion Knighton lined up all the way at the top of your screen, 29 in white. Levis looked that way, looks off, fires over the middle, it's complete. It's a foot race, and it's a Kentucky touchdown. 69 yards to the house. Tavion Robinson. Levis over the middle, wide open Brown. Angling across the 40. It's a foot race to the end zone. Barry on Brown. Touchdown. Kentucky, the haymaker. Here's the blitz.
We're going blitz zero.
Levis has time. Complete. Broken tackle. Tavion Robinson with his second touchdown of the night.
The running back on second down from the 10-yard line. Rodriguez into the end zone.
What an answer.
Welcome back, C-Rod. And they fake to Rodriguez. They flip it to Robinson. Touchdown. What a play, and beautifully executed.
Wow, what a neat play, because everybody's thinking Rodriguez, right? They're faking the run to him.
Levis over the middle, caught, and lunging for the end zone. Touchdown, Jordan Dingle.
Close games with few possessions. Wide open. Touchdown. Sharon finds Jordan Dingle. But tonight, they get Missouri and Vanderbilt, and you just you could see the momentum building to the perimeter and in. Touchdown, Jaton McClain. So Levis will throw. Touchdown! Rashawn Lewis. Now the fullback in the I formation. Here's Rodriguez, and he finds a hole. And he is in. A fantastic run for Rodriguez from 16 out. Here's Rodriguez. Churning, moving, shoving. He's in. 7-yard run.
From their quarterback.
Rodriguez just walks in. And Kentucky with a powerful answer to Tennessee's lightning strike.
And beats Manning.
they're going to go quick.
To the end zone. Caught. Kentucky touchdown on a 3rd and goal. Levis picks out
The football off the 24, Chris Rodriguez.
Levis keeps it.
Wide open.
Easy touchdown for Kentucky. Jordan Dingle left. Levis, clean pocket, puts it right on the money. Diving, touchdown, Dane Key. And Kentucky takes the lead.
Rodriguez will have that touchdown. Rodriguez has rushed for 90 yards on 17 carries. They will hand it to him here, and he breaks through the hole. It is now a sprint to the goal line. Rodriguez to the 20, to the 10, stays on his feet. Touchdown, Cats.
Position.
Levis, slant, touchdown, Barry and Brown.
Going for 2. Beautifully designed play by Stern Yellow that time.
By Josh Caddis. Levis to throw, a little sidearm action. Touchdown, Dane Key. The true freshman from right here in Lexington with his 6th touchdown. Levis lofts it up to the corner, and Brown with the catch. Touchdown, Kentucky.
In the backfield.
Davis gets the handoff, cuts it to the right side, and gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
What vision. Coverage on the back end.
Here's Hager, steps
Zone
up
coverage.
underneath. Koziel makes the catch, and he gets popped. Ball comes free. No whistle. On the run. The Cats, Jalen Geiger will take it to the end zone.
What a play by Jalen Geiger. Wow. Right place, right time.
66 yards.
The tight end.
They will roll it right.
Coming back with boot.
Over the middle.
Touchdown.
Flag down. Touchdown, Kentucky. Dane Key in the back of the end zone from 6 yards.
Unknown, right? How do you respond to that adversity? They certainly were dealt it in the first half. Losing a guy like Clayton Call, to see their response and under a new quarterback like that says a lot about their response and facing it.
Mr. Electric.
Here is a response from Kentucky. Barry and Brown had a 100-yard return last year. This one will go 99 yards.
We hadn't called his name a lot in this ball game, but it doesn't take
injury as they get set to go to Athens, Georgia next week. Here's Davis trying to finish with a flurry to the 10, to the 5, and that'll be a touchdown for Kentucky. Ray Davis with 6 seconds to go breaks one for 30 yards and a touchdown, his 2nd of the afternoon.
Leary launches it to the left side. Touchdown Robinson, 24 yards.
Talk about taking a shot, Devin.
Leary took the contact. We've got a flag down. Right now we got Robinson with his 2nd touchdown.
Standing tall in the middle of the defense. Leary.
Wide open. 13-yard touchdown for Brown. Time to have some fun here in Lexington.
After the snap.
Leary floats right, throws left. Ray Davis extends, touchdown. 24 yards.
Leary under center, 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff to Ray Davis. The quick pass out to Josh Caddis. Touchdown! There's a fast start for Leary steps up looking for Robinson. Touchdown! Tavion Oh, the pocket collapsing so fast. How does Devin Leary get that football out to Ray Davis? He's going to try the other side of the field. Past the 50, the 40. Ray Davis breaking free into Big Blue territory. A 58-yard touchdown. My goodness, Devin Leary.
And are they disciplined enough?
Ray Davis. Look at him go. Ray Davis. All gas, no brakes. Touchdown again. This time 55 yards. Sumo Karnbe. Touchdown.
Run game so far.
They take Davis out, put Juton McClain in, and by far the best run of the game, and McClain breaks it. Touchdown. 36 yards. For Swan, and this offense needs to get out to the 49-yard line to move the chains, eludes the pressure, and picks it off. A pick six. He eluded the sacks, but Max Hairston's there to take it to the house. 29 yards. Now on the 2nd and goal, Davis left side. Extra effort, touchdown. Again, straight ahead, Davis, touchdown. His 2nd today. Was adamant last night about his team's identity. Got to be physical. And it's going to pay off with a touchdown. What a grab by Dane Key. He might get a taunting penalty. Swan. Intercepted. It's Hairston again off the carom. Is he going to do it again? Another pick six.
Went for 6 yards on that run. Leary going to check it down to Davis. Davis makes the first man miss and works his way right to the end zone. Touchdown, Cats. Is what they're going to get him with. So that is a costly penalty that puts Kentucky back on the field. And then Ray Davis, all day Ray. Look at him go. Man, oh man, is Davis doing it up. 75-yard touchdown for sweet baby Ray. Davis in the backfield. Davis pushing ahead, and Davis is in. Ball came out, but the hands went up as a touchdown. And they can't. A penalty flag is down. We'll check on that. It's in the end zone. But Davis crosses the goal line again.
Off the play fake, Leary, corner to the end zone, and it is caught by Josh Caddis for a Kentucky touchdown. The fact that Leary was the quarterback was another reason why he wanted to come back to Kentucky. Wide open Davis. First down, inside the 10, touchdown Kentucky. Another great call by Gitz.
Brown at 6'1", going the other direction. Davis out of the backfield. 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and the Cats are on the board early. Leary on a draw. He's got a lead blocker in Davis, and Leary's got his touchdown run after all. Swing after a change of direction. Got his feet underneath him, and in is Anthony Brown-Stevens. And Kentucky is a point after away from the lead.
Against 4, Leary toward the end zone for Brown. And a touchdown. Contested catch, Barry-on Brown. Davis into motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep. Davis to the edge. Touchdown.
Wow.
3rd down and 3. Leary, easy access. He's got his man for a touchdown. And it's Dane Key. And 6 for the Cats.
In this drive have come through the air for Kentucky. To the end zone. Beautiful catch by Sumo Kongbe. And it's a 4-yard touchdown. Misfired on his first handful. And he goes over the middle, intercepted. Pick 6, Derek Jackson. How's that for momentum? Last in the SEC, the slant. It is caught. Touchdown, Dane Key. Second consecutive game for a touchdown.
2nd and goal, play action. Leary to the outside. Touchdown, Kentucky. Tavion Robinson. Wall mentality. Davis, yes they do. As the offensive line paves the way for sweet baby Ray.
There, Tess.
3rd and goal. Davis straight ahead and in for the touchdown. Ray Davis scores again. A 1-yard touchdown run for Ray Davis. His 2nd.
Davis picks up the blitz into the end zone for the score in Barry-on Brown. 7-yard strike from Leary. Here's Davis. Good burst there, and Davis with a spin. A 1st down and plenty more. 6 more, in fact. Touchdown on a 31-yard run.
And that is the Ray Davis that Liam Cohen.
Leary, 3rd and 6 to the end zone. What an effort to come up with it. Dane Key. 4th down. Ward Jordan made it a 17-7 game. Brown's going to take it out from the end zone. And it's a good decision. Barry-on Brown. Well, now how's that Kentucky fan feeling? Mighty good. Leary looking for Davis in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Back and forth they go. There's Davis trying to get out of the backfield. Davis upfield, inside the 10, into the end zone. How about these Cats? Ray Davis. Here goes Ray. Say goodbye to Ray into the end zone. And the Cats are in control. A 37-yard touchdown by Ray Davis.
We talked about the importance of Ray Davis needing to be disciplined running the football, going where the blockers are and letting
The Wildcats #1, and they're going to hand it on the sweep, and this is Brown to the far side, and Kentucky scores. Under 8 to go now in this first half. And the Wildcats trying to add to it. Leary on the soft roll. End zone touchdown. And Key gets the reward. And Demi Sumo Kongbai are deep to receive. And Brown, 3 yards deep, will return. Around the edge, 20, 25, 30, and Berrien Brown sets sail down the far side, and he's done it. His third touchdown return off a kick. There is a flag down outside the 15. 78 yards for Dane Key. Play fake by Leary. He wants to cut it loose. He's going to send it deep and wide open. Brown will score again. Berrien Brown puts the Wildcats. 3 timeouts. Devin Leary takes his time, hands to Davis, trying to bounce it to the outside, and the Wildcats take the lead with 2:39 to go.
Possession for Kentucky. Vandegrift has plenty of time. Now to the end zone. Caught. Kentucky touchdown. Berrien Brown. Sumo Kongbe is now tailback. Sumo Kongbe straight ahead and in. Touchdown Kentucky. Right at Cole Kublin. Okay. They're going quickly. Little touch pass. Berrien Brown to the outside into the end zone. Touchdown Berrien Brown, a 12-yard catch and run. Sumo Kongbe is the tailback. Play action. Vandegrift finds his man. That's the tight end, Jordan Dingle. He buries it in the end zone with a 5-yard touchdown catch.
2-10. Sumo Kongbe in for the touchdown, and the streak is over. Demi Sumo Kongbe with the touchdown, and the Cats lead it 9-0.
It's on that one.
Kentucky trying to get into the end zone again, and they do so. Demi Sumo Kongbe with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Nick Polis, your quarterback, got the start today. That one is picked off. That'll be a touchdown, Kentucky. Maxwell Hairston, his first interception of the year. 7-1 for 145 for Dane Key. Little end around. This one looks like it's going to be a touchdown for Berrien Brown. 23-yard scamper for Berrien Brown. Case then he needs more of that going forward this season. Wimsett trying to reach pay dirt, and he does so. 2-yard touchdown run for Gavin Wimsett. Good drive for number 2.
It's a lot of contact there, clearly a point of emphasis.
And ideally, it ends now for Kentucky with a touchdown, and it will. Dane Key beat Amos in coverage for the Kentucky touchdown. Wimsett keeps it, following Sumo Kongbe, and the ball comes out into the end zone, and it's recovered for a touchdown by Josh Caddis. Well, for as many struggles as Caddis has had this year, and you saw early when he dropped the ball.
They run to the line. Handoff. Sumo Kongbe plunges in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Jagger Burton was in the middle of that thing and caps a 12-play, 78-yard drive. Instead, they're going to throw again. Vandegrift, strong arm to the 2 and in. Dane Key hits pay dirt after the 22-yarder.
to Vandergrift, going up top, has Brown, caught, touchdown, Kentucky. 45 yards.
Well, there's the explosive play. We got an explosive run, and then we got a little trickery. We said the run is going to set up a shot play.
Most yards allowed in a half, obviously, for this Kentucky defense here tonight. Barian Brown explodes across the 40, stays on his feet, cuts it back. Barian Brown dancing around. He's going to dance himself all the way into the end zone. Another kickoff return for a touchdown, his 5th of his career. Well, that's how you redeem yourself after dropping a pass.
Yeah, you make up for giving up essentially a touchdown, dropping a pass, which result in
awards. There goes Wimsett in for the touchdown. Boy, it was just a sea of humanity in the middle of that line of scrimmage, and Wimsett comes out of there with the touchdown for Kentucky.
The difficulties they've had, short yardage.
Wilcox straight ahead, touchdown. The first for Jamarian in his collegiate career.
Kentucky's averaging 10.5 yards per play early. Pressure, and he finds a tight end, wide open, Josh Caddis, and he rumbles in for the Kentucky score. 27-yard strike for a bloody Brock Vandegrift to the junior from Cincinnati, Josh Caddis. Here comes pressure. Wimsett stands tall, man coverage to the corner of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Jamari Macklin. The transfer from North Texas finds his first score of the year, and he comes up big.
Brock Vandegrift was going to get the start. Did not practice during the open date. He's looking to take a shot deep down the field. That ball is underthrown and then caught off the deflection. A touchdown catch for Hardley Gilmore, the 4th. 52 yards on the touchdown. It was off the hands of Kevon Reed. A Kentucky touchdown. Beautiful Saturday afternoon on the ground. Easy into the end zone for Demisuma Kongbe. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Takes it in from 3 yards out.
Kongbe is never going to see
regular season on November 30th. Vandegrift taking a shot toward the end zone. That ball is caught. Touchdown, Jamari Macklin, 19 yards. Kentucky cashes in before the half.
He made his cousin Jeremy Macklin, who was a longtime pro, proud. That was
rushing games for Kentucky. He had 102 on 17 carries against Tennessee. Fighting his way to the end zone. He reaches the ball out. And that is a touchdown for the Wildcats. 4-yard touchdown run for Wilcox. It's now 6 of 18. Wide open receiver at the 5-yard line. A cut back into the end zone. That is an Anthony Brown-Stevens touchdown.
That was great protection.
Once distributed, that is still to be determined. Throw to the end zone. That is a touchdown, a strike that time from Cutter Boley to Anthony Brown-Stevens. 14 yards on the touchdown pass. Boley with his 2nd career touchdown pass. Stevens with his 2nd touchdown.
On the road against the number 3 team in the country. Rolling the dice. 4th down and 2. Vandegrift to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky, Josh Caddis.
A fantastic job that time by Josh Caddis, fighting through with his experienced signal call.
Ewers. Ball came out there, and this is going to be returned for a touchdown. That is Pop, Dumas, Johnson, and finally Kentucky gets a break.
It was Oxendine getting pressure for Kentucky at first. Deion Walker backs.
Second and goal. Wimsett to throw. Wide open in the end zone. Caught there by Macklin. Kept a foot in bounds. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This afternoon.
Wimsett. Deep down the field. Shows that strong arm. Pass is caught. Jamori Macklin will take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. 83 yards. There's a bright spot.
Well, Macklin made a couple nice plays a week ago, and they feel like he's finally starting to come on towards the end of the season.
Oh, a long time. And Calzada barely breaks the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. 2nd and 5 from the Toledo 6. McGowan around the corner. Touchdown.
The NC State transfer coming in, and some talented wide receivers between Casey Concepcion and Kevin Coleman Jr. as well.
Yeah, great list there. Dowdell, watch out. Trying to hit the home run ball. Dante. Goodbye.
Willie Rodriguez went in motion. McGowan puts his head down. Touchdown, Kentucky. What an effort by Seth McGowan. Second and goal from the 8. Lots of running room. McGowan's going to walk in. Untouched. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Used so far this season. They're going to hand it off again to McGowan, trying to shed a tackle, lunges, and gets in the end zone. How about that effort by Seth McGowan? Last year they were the most penalized team in the MAC. That's a costly one. 1st down and 10. Good run. Touchdown, McGowan. Second touchdown here in the quarter.
And that was right in the middle of the basketball hoop right there.
And Boley wants to throw here, look into the end zone, wide open, caught for a touchdown. There's his man, Willie Rodriguez, the tight end. First couple of weeks, they hardly passed it all in the red zone. They stick with McGowan, and he's got a touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run. Seth McGowan is 3rd of the night.
I feel really good about what Cutter Boley has put on tape so far.
Patterson making his way to the goal line, and he got in there. Touchdown, Jason Patterson.
Yeah, great job in the portal trying to rebuild this offense. It starts with the running game. Here's McGowan, shakes a man to the outside and to the end zone. 20-yard touchdown run for Seth McGowan. Already his 7th rushing touchdown of the season.
Able to throw the ball a little bit. You know, we're running it effectively. We haven't had very many drives because defensively we can't get off the field.
Thanks for the time.
Caddis scores for the Cats. Cutter Boley to Josh Caddis for a touchdown for Kentucky.
Said, well, is she going to win? And they said, well, no, she doesn't have the votes. And she's like, well, I'm not sitting in her home for that.
Their loss, Katie.
1st and goal to the end zone, and it's Kendrick Law. A touchdown for Kentucky.
Trips over the course of the season, but they have been successful when they get down there.
Play fake. Now Boley's going to take off and run. Only room ahead of him. Touchdown, Kentucky. Now the 3rd possession after Boley threw a pick 6 the last time out. This is Kendrick Law. Got a good block and a cut to the edge. And Law's got the sideline. And this is what Kendrick Law brings to the table. 71-yard strike. Top of the formation. Boley looking for him. Instead goes to the seam down the sideline and is caught by DJ Miller, and he takes it to the house. 56-yard strike with Law by the decoy. 6 in the second quarter. Then again, they outgained Texas by a ton last week and lost. Boley had somebody wide open, and he delivers back in the end zone for the score to J.J. Hester. He had multiple options.
Starting 8 games, but thrown into the fire quickly and matured very quickly as well.
Boley lets it go to the end zone. Caught in the near corner by D.J. Miller. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Able to win different ways, and they've carried that not only the last season, but this season as well.
Cutter Boley looking end zone. He throws short of it, and a stretch. Ball came loose. And give me a touchdown for Hester. And we'll see if indeed Tennessee recovered it. No signal. Now he says touchdown. There you go. Willie Rodriguez back in there. And he springs Law on the screen, and Law takes it across the goal line. Our first touchdown of the night under Kendrick Law. Catch and run. And now he's got man coverage downfield, and it's caught, and a pylon touch for J.J. Hester. Touchdown, Kentucky. 29-yard strike for Boley. What amazing awareness by Hester to put the ball on the pylon for the score. 12th play of the drive. Got to keep their foot on the neck of a program that's playing under an interim coach. Boley down the sideline. Touchdown, Jason Patterson. Hodgenville, Kentucky. Here's McGowan and an open door to the end zone. Now Mark Stoops and I were talking pregame, and I said maybe 21's enough to win it. Dowdell. They overload the right side, unbalanced. And it's a direct snap. McGowan, he is in. And a thriller run for Seth McGowan. 5-yard plunge after he did all the work to begin with. With games against a couple of playoff contending teams remaining on the schedule. Huge hole. Here goes Dante Dowdell. Dowdell inside the 10, into the end zone. 65-yard sprint for Dante Dowdell.
In goal, 11th play of the opening drive. Handoff right up the middle. McGowan diving, and he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Seth McGowan breaks the plane. It opens the scoring in Lexington.
And 65 yards. He's got some wheels too.
Boley, look at the throw on first down. Escapes left. Turns the corner. Tiptoeing inside the 10. Now laying the lumber. Connor Boley. How do you not love that? Touchdown, Kentucky. This time they do it successfully. Law in motion. Hand off McGowan. And he rumbles in for another Kentucky touchdown. Rushing touchdowns today.
It's 3 here.
They give it to him, and he's in. 3 rushing touchdowns in this first half for Seth McGowan.
But it was a sack.
2nd and 22 after the sack. Boley throws over the middle. It's caught. Gilmore. Check out the speed. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Cam Miller there.
Hands it off this time. Great run by Dowdell, and he's in. Dante Dowdell. And Kentucky pouring it on in this fourth.
Dynamic as this Vanderbilt team has been today.
On the quick out, complete at the 35 to his receiver. Hester still on his feet. Hester down the sidelines. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Pass complete to number 4, J.J. Hester. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Wow, they slept on Hester, and he made them pay. Yeah.
6 seconds to go. This might do it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Always good to end the day on a positive note. Ferrier with the reception and the TD.